Every time you turn on a flashlight at night, you're doing two things at the same time. You're broadcasting your exact location, sometimes for over a mile, and you're destroying your own ability to see in the dark for the next 30 to 45 minutes. That second part, that's what gets people hurt, because the moment you turn that light off, you're blind. In 1943, the OSS trained operatives to move faster and more safely at night than anyone using a flashlight, using nothing but their own eyes. And almost nobody today knows how to do it. Modern surveillance doesn't just see heat, it sees light. Thermal cameras can already detect your body, but the moment you click on that flashlight, you give away everything: your position, your movement, your direction. You're no longer just visible, you're trackable. But here's what changes the game. Surveillance systems can see your body. They cannot see your vision, and that is the advantage. Your eyes are built for darkness. You just don't use them correctly. Your retina has two systems. Cones are for daylight, for color and detail. Rods are for darkness. Rods are up to 10,000 times more sensitive to light, but they rely on a chemical called rhodopsin, and every time bright light hits your eyes, that chemical is destroyed instantly. It takes up to 45 minutes to regenerate. So every time you turn on a flashlight, you reset your night vision back to zero. The OSS, the precursor to the CIA, developed a simple system during World War II. 3 rules. Follow all 3 and you can see in near total darkness. First is the 45-minute rule. Before you even think about moving at night, you need complete darkness for 45 minutes. Not dim light from a street lamp, not the glow from your phone. Complete, total darkness. That's how long your eyes need to fully adapt. If you skip this step, nothing else works. Second is averted vision. This is the part that feels wrong, but it's the key. Don't look directly at what you're trying to see. Look slightly to the side, about 15 to 20 degrees off center. Why? Because your night vision, your rods, don't sit in the center of your eyes. They live in your peripheral vision. Look directly at a faint object and you see nothing. Look slightly away and it suddenly appears out of the black. WWII soldiers use this to detect movement others couldn't see at all. Third is red light only. If you absolutely need some light, use red. Red light has a long wavelength that doesn't destroy your rhodopsin. It keeps your eyes adapted. White light resets everything. Red light keeps you functional. It's why military units still use it today in cockpits and command centers. So, how do you move without seeing perfectly clearly? You use 3 simple, ancient tools. First, silhouettes. Even on the darkest night, the sky is slightly lighter than the ground. Trees, buildings, and hills show up as dark shapes against it. Use them as guides. Second, pace counting. Know how many steps it takes you to walk 100 meters. Count as you move. Now you always know your distance. Third, find Polaris, the North Star. It doesn't move. Find it once and you always have your direction. No compass needed. Here's the real lesson. Your flashlight isn't helping you, it's training you to depend on it. And the moment it's gone, the batteries die, it breaks, or you have to turn it off, you're blind. So, tell me, have you ever actually practiced moving in complete darkness, or are you relying on a light every single time? Let me know, and stick around because next I'm breaking down a Cold War communication method that works with no signal, no internet, and no power. Stay invisible.